My name's Simon Tate. I'm Systems and Applications Engineer for Commercial Audio for Yamaha Music Australia. So the collaboration with M-Pavilion came about as they were using Yamaha PA systems for the whole season for last year, 2017, and for this year, the 2018-19 season. This spatial audio system that we put together for the M-Pavilion show is quite unlike a normal left-right stereo PA system. It actually allows sound objects to be rendered in a two-dimensional space, so that instead of a signal just coming from a loudspeaker or the other, we can actually render point sources across the field, and we can push those point sources backwards and forwards to also give the impression of nearness or far away with the accompanying, fade and delay that comes in nature with a point source. And as a sound source comes towards you in nature, it gets louder and the delay gets lower, so your ears believe it in a much more vivid way than what stereo is capable of. In the 2 weeks of rehearsals that we had leading up to the M-Pavilion gig, we needed to give the artists that we had playing at the show an opportunity to rehearse and to do some composition with the system, because at the moment there's nowhere, at least in Melbourne, for folks to rehearse with a spatial audio rig. For the chamber orchestra specifically, we did experiment with a bit of movement of sound with different compositions for them, but what we did settle on was really just using the system to localize the various instruments. And so the spatial audio system could be used to render the amplified sound in space about where the musicians were. And so as a listener, rather than hearing some amplified facsimile of the sound coming through two speakers on sticks, standing in front of it, you could actually localize exactly where each instrument was, where it was coming from, and it was a very, very different experience to hearing it through a normal PA.